Hey controllers, and welcome back to another Infinite Flight air traffic control tutorial. My name's Tyler, and today we're talking about holding patterns. A holding pattern is a continuous pattern of 180-degree turns followed by a 1-minute straight, also known as a leg. The aircraft will continue to fly this until given further instructions. Here we have November 172 Mike Delta requesting an ILS approach at Aspen. Now we're going to simulate that Aspen is extremely busy and November 2 Mike Delta needs to hold. So first I want to look at his flight plan and pick a holding point that's along his route. In this case we'll use the red table VOR that's directly ahead. Now I hold and drag over the VOR, and when I let go I can select hold, and then I have multiple options and I want them to hold at the waypoint, which is red. Now we determine left or right turns, which keeps them out of the departure path, and then I'll select an altitude. We're going to use 16,000 because November 2 Mike Delta is already at 16,000. Now November 2 Mike Delta will proceed to the red table VOR and begin his holding pattern. And I want to reiterate that it's important that you give them a hold over an airport or a VOR that's along their route so that it's easy to find. Now once you issue the holding pattern, the pilot will also see that holding pattern on their screen, which they can follow. Remember, this is a continuous maneuver until told otherwise. Now while an aircraft is holding, you can also give an altitude change by selecting the aircraft icon, assign altitude, and then choose an altitude. In this case I'm using 15,000 or 15,000. Now let's take a look at how large the holding pattern actually is. This holding pattern will take November 2 Mike Delta all the way up to Eagle County Regional. So if you need a smaller pattern just for an aircraft to lose some altitude, you might want to consider using a left or right 360. So now let's look at how to hold over an airport. I'm going to simply drag over the airport, select hold, at waypoint, the direction of turns followed by the altitude. Whenever you issue the holding pattern instructions, it will automatically issue a speed restriction for that hold. These limits are real-world numbers based on altitude, so as you can see here, November 2 Mike Delta at 15,000 is not to exceed 260 knots. Now let's talk about where an aircraft can actually hold. By using the drag feature, an aircraft can hold over a VOR or an airport, or you can simply tap on the icon, select hold, and you have the option of present position or a left or right 360. When the aircraft is in the holding pattern and you want them to exit, simply issue a vector and press send. So I want to thank you all for watching this holding pattern tutorial. Leave your comments and questions below, and as always, like and subscribe for more great videos. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. My name's Tyler, and I look forward to working with you next time. Happy controlling.